actually one of my favorite kind of fall scents. Blushes don't come in scents. If you're available with Hourglass products, okay, let's start this over. Hey guys, you know what time it is for me. Of course, it is time for my Diet Coke break, and today's kind of a weird video for me to be filming. This is a video, and probably, if you've already read the title of it, I'm probably gonna call it something like, should I keep this or not, or keep or send back, or is it worth it, or something. And the product that I want to get everybody's opinion on, this is the new, much buzzed about, Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit palette. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this on Sephora on the website, or it's even available now on the Hourglass website. If you're familiar with Hourglass products, and if you're a lover of Hourglass products, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're not, or if you're just a little bit familiar with Hourglass products, then I'll just briefly tell you. We all know about the ambient lighting powders. The only ambient lighting powder that I have in dim light, and it is this just kind of I don't know, kind of a peachy, kind of like a peachy beigey, I don't even know, or peachy and beigey, the same kind of tone. I use this powder to brighten up underneath my eyes, kind of like a setting powder. It just makes them lighten up a little bit, and it just, I don't know, makes them look a little brighter and fresher. This is the one that I found works the best for me. I absolutely love this powder. When this full-size powder is gone, I'm sure I'll purchase another one, because I really do like it that much as an under-eye setting powder. I don't use it all over my face because I find that it's too luminous when I do that, but I really do like this under my eyes, and that's why I have had this powder for probably a year and a half. I know, over a year. And I have just now, within the past probably month or two, hit, you know, finally the bottom of the pan on it. And I mean, there's still just quite a bit left. It's still gonna be a long time before this is gone, but I really do like it. The Hourglass products are expensive. These powders are $45 a piece, and I think that there's either 6 or 7 of them, but this is the only one that I find that I actually really need. And I don't really even, I'm sure I could find something better, but I really do like, or something cheaper. But I really do like this powder, and I find that it kind of does what I need it or want it to do. And I have tried some other drugstore things that are supposed to be kind of comparable to this, but they just don't add up. So for me, this is one high-end product that I do think is worth it for me, in my opinion, just me personally, that I will repurchase. And there's not a lot of really high-end things that I feel that strongly about, to be honest with you. I will always try to find a cheaper alternative. Anyway, so if you're familiar with the powders, they are this size. The size of the powders are 0.35 ounces. So they look like this. If you guys have these, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Then Hourglass did this awesome thing, and they came out with blushes, because they had these really beautiful blushes, and they mixed all these colors together, and they created these combinations. So I have one of the Hourglass blushes, and I actually got this one from a blog sale. I did not purchase this. When these came out, I did go to Sephora, and I bought 2 of them, brand new at $35 a piece, because I thought I needed them that badly. And I ended up returning those because they were not really any better, or didn't stand out to me any more than any other blushes that I have that are just as good, that are so much cheaper. So $35 for the blush, but I know a lot of people love them, and if you do, that's great. This one I got off of a blog sale. It was basically brand new, and I think I got it for, I don't know, I think I paid like $12 or $13, maybe $15 for it, and that's okay. That's not a big deal to me, because the one I got is in Mood Exposure. That is the color of the blush I have, Mood Exposure, and it looks like this here, which it really didn't look like too much, but it's a really beautiful kind of plummy mixed with, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just really pretty. This is one of my sort of favorite fall and winter colors. I just got it last winter, I believe, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't wear this much during the summer because it is the color it is, just kind of a darker, kind of, you know, mauvey, really pretty color. But I'm really glad that it's getting to be, you know, fall and winter again, because now I can start wearing this again. It really is pretty. It's a little bit closer. And light hits this, it really does have a pretty sheen to it. I really like this Mood Exposure blush. So that is the blush that I have, which is beautiful. So I can start wearing this now again. The blushes are 0.15 ounce. So if we compare the size of the powder with the blush, you can see the difference here in the sizes. So the pan's a little bit smaller on the blush than it is on the powder, but you know, it's not like a huge deal, but you know, there is a size comparison here. All right. So I was really excited. Oh, and then also Hourglass came out with the bronzers. I don't know. I wasn't really even too super excited about that because I know I have 2 or 3 bronzers that are already my favorites. And at that point, I was like, I don't think the bronzers are going to be worth it in my opinion. I know some people really love them. But when I heard they were coming out with this new, the Ambient Lighting Edit, I was very excited because it comes with 6 things in the pan. Now, Hourglass also came out last year with a palette of their lighting powders. So it was a palette of like 3 powders. And I also got that. I also returned it because I didn't think it was worth the hype. It included the powder I already have, which is dim light, so I really didn't need another one. And the other 2 powders just didn't wow me, so I returned that to Sephora also. Now, from what I remember, it was 3 powders, and they were all this size. I think all the powders were like the size of the blushes. So, you know, it's a pretty long palette. I'll insert a picture here just in case you don't know what I'm talking about. So the powders in the palette were, from what I remember, all about the size of the blushes. So when they released this new 6-pan edit, I was really excited about it because I'll read you guys what the colors say. This is sort of going to be an all-in-one. There are blushes in this one, and it seems like there was a blush palette that came out, but I don't remember. This Ambient Lighting Edit palette that just came out. So it contains 6. It's kind of an all-in-one. It's got blushes, it's got bronzers, and it's got highlighters. So I was really excited about it because anything that's all-in-one like that and that they're all good products that I will use, to me, you know, that's going to be a great deal. So this is the palette on the Sephora homepage here. So that's what it looks like. I was really, really excited about it. It comes with 1 highlighter shade that's like a brand new shade to them. It comes with 2 of the ambient lighting powders, like I have the one that I showed you. It comes with 2 blushes, and it comes with 1 bronzer. So I was like, well, I'll have them all in one, so maybe that would actually be a great deal. And the cost of it is the cost of this palette is $80. Now, when I read $80, I almost had a heart attack because I was like, $80. But I looked at it, and to me, in my mind, you know, this is what I get for not reading everything through correctly and sizing and all that, because in my mind, I, for some reason, am thinking the palette that they put out, you know, with the 3 powders, you know, the powders were this size. So I'm thinking it's going to be, you know, 3 and 3, they're all going to be this size. So I'm thinking that's going to be a good size palette if it's going to be, you know, 2 blushes, 2, and I don't know why I was thinking that because, I mean, this is a full-size blush, so that was kind of stupidity on my part. But in my mind, I was thinking back to that palette with the 3 powders that were this size. So I'm just thinking it's going to be 6, you know, 6 pans, and they're all going to be this size. So for $80, I'm thinking that's probably going to be really, really great. The colors look beautiful. I order it. I'm thinking anything that's an all-in-one that can be great for travel, that I don't have to pack a separate, you know, highlighter, bronzer, blush, that kind of thing for, it's going to be great. I know that Hourglass is, you know, a higher end brand. I already know I like, you know, one of the powder and the blush that I have a lot, so I ordered it. Alright, so it came in. I was super excited, and then I took it out of the box, and y'all, I was so let down. And I don't know if this is, I think it's just me. I was just expecting way, way, way too much, but I'll show it to you guys. I have not even swatched this palette because I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep this. I don't know if I want to try it and see if I like it. I don't know if I need to just take it back to the store and get my $80 back, which is really what I'm leaning more towards at this point. Here's the palette. And, you know, it's the same, you know, beautiful kind of goldy color that the, or sort of, you know, this gold color, kind of like the blush is. Your powders come in more of like a bronzy sort of case. Okay, so it comes like this, and I'm thinking there's no way there are 6 things in this palette. So I opened it up, and this is what it looks like. So when you open it up, it looks like this, and it does have a mirror that goes all the way across the top of the compact for you. And this is what it looks like up close. Now, like I said, I haven't even swatched this because I am so torn about what to do about this. So the colors that are included in here, you start over here. This is Dim Light, which is the powder that I already have. This in the middle is supposed to be a new, the new limited edition highlighter kind of shade, and it's called Iridescent Light. And then this one here is Diffuse Light. It's another powder that they have already. Now, right here we have Mood Exposure Blush, which I already have. This one here in the middle is Luminous Flush. And then this is your bronzer powder over here, and that is in Luminous Bronze Light. Okay. So the thing is, I think the colors are gorgeous. I really do like them. But the reason I'm torn is because this was $80. I already know I like Dim Light because I already have that powder. I already know I like Mood Exposure because I like that blush. This color looked really pretty to me, which is the new highlighter that they have. This blush right here, this Luminous Flush, looks gorgeous. The bronzer I was kind of excited to try. But I don't know. They're so tiny and they're so small and petite, and it's 100% my fault for not reading the size description because each one of these little pans is actually 0.49 ounces. So let me show you the comparison with the blush, which is what I was thinking the whole palette was going to be 6 of this size. Now keep in mind the blush is 0.15. Here's the Mood Exposure blush that I already have, and here's the cute little palette. So you can see there the comparison of size. I don't know what to do, y'all. I think that they're so small. Like, this is the blush, and then to make them look even smaller, actually, this is the powder. So I don't know. It's the powder almost. Two of these here from top to bottom are just about as like tall as like one of the single powders is. And I knew that they were going to be smaller because it's a palette, obviously. I just didn't know they were going to be this tiny. And I think I was just setting myself up for something so much greater. And I don't know. I don't know what to do. You guys tell me, if you ordered this, woo, I'll knock everything down. If you guys ordered this, tell me what you think about it, because I really want to know if I am just being a complete cheapskate or if maybe I have a valid point. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't even swatched these yet because it's 80 bucks and I don't want to mess them up. I don't know. I'm just really torn. I don't know whether to keep it or not. I'm leaning more at this point towards not, just because they're so small, and in my mind I'm going $80. I also think that's going to be really hard to keep these separated from each other, as far as like not letting, you know, the dust from one powder or blush get over into the next one, because they're so close together. I think, and you can't use a regular size brush with these, there's no way. Only with the, if you use a real small brush for your highlighter maybe, but there's no way I'm going to be able to use like my blush brush or anything. Even my travel size brushes, the heads on all of those, you know, for my blush and powder, they're all still bigger than these because I tried them, or I put them up next to it just to see how the size would go. So I don't know how these would all stay separated, as far as them not, you know, bleeding over into each other and the dust getting everywhere. I'm super torn. I don't know what to do. I don't know if it's worth it, and I don't know. I guess I'm just asking you guys what you think and what your opinion is. So again, this is the Ambient Lighting Edit Palette. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. This is the size of the whole palette. This is the size of the blush. And then this is the size of the regular, just the Ambient Lighting powder is that size. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I haven't made up my mind for sure yet, but I also haven't swatched it yet, which sort of tells me that if I were really as excited as I thought I was going to be, and if I was really going to keep it, I probably would have already swatched it and at least tried them out, but I just haven't. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. If I'm being completely ridiculous about this whole thing, it's fine. You can tell me, but I just kind of wanted y'all's opinion to see what you thought. So Please leave your comments below and let me know. I would really appreciate it. I know this is kind of an odd video, but I kind of wanted to take a poll and I didn't know really how else to do it. I didn't want to do it on Instagram because I feel like sometimes in pictures you can't see as well as you can actually showing something, so I decided to come on YouTube and do it. So let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.